Yes, Michael, things are just getting underway right now. This is for a benefit for the Boys and Girls Clubs of Toledo, and right now I'm joined by the president and CEO of the organization, Jim Robbins. Mr. Jim Robbins, just tell us, what is the biggest impact of this event? It's been around for more than 20 years.
Dominique O'Neill,
live at the scene right now.
Practice that.
He's outside the Old West End Community Health Center. Dom, does the fire department know what kind of hazardous material this was?
Jeff and Melissa, they do not know what it is at this time, but Toledo fire officials tell me that crews are investigating exactly what happened here at the Old West End Community Health Center. And they have ruled out a natural gas leak and believe it may be related to a medical or cleaning product. That's right, Jeff. Some vendors that I talked to today said the day started off as a day of community-focused support, but it quickly turned into chaos. We just arrived here right before 11 o'clock. Right now, we don't have any confirmed information as to what happened, but as you can see behind me, I'm a step away from the cameras. You can see behind me, fire crews are still fighting the fire as we speak right now. This has been going on for several hours. Well, Jeff and Kaylee, I learned that 50% of the cost will go towards revitalizing this park right here. And after talking to many residents, they say this is a much needed improvement here in central Toledo.
Now, Dom, what have you found out?
Yes, Melissa, what I found out so far that 2 people have been shot, and what we know right now is 1 female was taken into custody. Cell phone video we obtained shows 21-year-old Kobe Gaston being jumped and beaten by several people outside the facility while security guards nearby appear to watch without stepping in. Now Gaston and his family say the physical injuries are serious, but the emotional toll may be even harder to heal from. Video sent to us by an anonymous source shows Gaston being attacked by a group of 4 people in the parking lot. Gaston says it all started with the road rage encounter after he honked his horn at another car on the road. He says the group followed him to work, then attacked him. In the video, Gaston could be heard yelling for help while being punched and kicked repeatedly, including blows to his head. He says the violence actually started even before the video began recording.
Like a minute, 2 minutes before that video started, they was already stomping.
Gaston showed us the injuries he's still recovering from.
I just want justice, to be honest. Man, I can't feel my face. My jaw broke, my cheek broke, my eye socket.
But Gaston says what hurt almost as much as the attack itself was feeling like no one stepped in to help.
If they could still be beating me, they'd still be beating me, man. Security didn't come to help me. Nobody tried to intervene. It was just me.
His mother, Melissa Gaston, says watching the video of her son being beaten has been absolutely heartbreaking.
So when I see that they have security vests on and they're just standing there watching and witnessing, what are they exactly securing? What is the correct protocol? Who are they protecting? Because I know they're supposed to be all about safety first, right? And in this case, I feel like my son was not safe at all.
She says the past week has taken a heavy toll on their entire family.
The mental toll that it has taken, not only the physical toll, but the mental toll, not only on Kobe itself, but our entire family. We're very close, and it's been a tough week.
Despite everything that's happened, Gaston says he's focusing on healing and staying hopeful.
I know God won't put me through nothing I can't handle, man, so I'm just trying to get better and recover and take it day by day.
We reached out to the Amazon's communications team asking about the security response, and they said this was a horrible incident, and they're cooperating fully with the Rossford Police Department in their investigation. We reached out to the Rossford PD to get more details about that investigation. So far, we have yet to hear back. Reporting in studio, Dominique O'Neill, WTOL 11. Gibsonburg has 1 stoplight and 1 grocery store, and soon it will have only 1 stoplight.
Can I take your hug? No.
Carlton Thompson has lived in Gibsonburg for the last 4 years now and says he will cherish the memories of Kerwin's.
But I'm going to miss it. And the people that welcome me to this town, it's been really warming. I really love it.
The lines are full of loyal customers who keep coming back, not just to buy products, but for the family atmosphere. The store's owners, the Kerwin family, are deeply invested in the community.
It's like our lifeline here. And then we're not going to have nothing.
Something Gibsonburg residents say can't be replaced.
They're from here. They're one of the nicest families we have in town. And it's nice because they buy local, they sell local, they support local.
Our kids play ball together, so it's just kind of a shame. And like I said, Kerwin's is a good name.
I think it's going to honestly hurt the community itself as far as, it's a local grocery store. We don't have to run to Perrysburg, Bowling Green, Toledo or something if we just need I just need a loaf of bread, It's gonna hurt.
For some, the closure follows other losses in town. It means longer drives for basic necessities.
To me, it is the heart of the community right here. After we lost the pharmacy, and now to lose this means long trips elsewhere. So it's a shame.
But moving forward, the long storied legacy of this store in Gibsonburg will always live on, even when the doors close.
And they know you by name. You walk in, they'll be like, hey, how's it going? How's your mom? How's your they know you, right? Like, it's not just a normal grocery store you walk in and it's the same register lady that's seen you 10 times. Like, these are people that know your family, know you, and they're the kindest people that work there.
Megan, for many local musicians, the Old West End Festival is more than just a place to perform. It's a tradition and a community. Tonight, bands that never got to finish or even start their festival sets are back on stage with one purpose: helping victims move forward. The sounds of live music filled Ottawa Tavern Saturday, but this performance carried a deeper purpose. The benefit event featured 10 bands for $10, and every dollar raised going toward medical expenses and support for victims of the Old West End Festival shooting. Organizer John Kuhlman says the event has been in the works since just after the shooting.
This is what it means to be a part of the music scene. This is what it means to be part of the Old West End. Is somebody needs help, you do what you can to help them out.
The concert also gave bands the opportunity to return to the stage, doing what they love.
So it was also a chance for them to get a play when they did not get a play because of this tragedy that we had.
And for some concert goers, being able to support these bands is personal.
And I was at the Old West End Festival when the incident happened. I was taking photos, and this event means a lot to me because I get to see my friends play their music and support the victims and everyone that was harmed in the incident.
Among the musicians performing was Chloe Ward of Chloe and the Steel Strings. She says the festival has always been a place where neighbors, artists, and families come together. She hopes using music will help the community move forward one song at a time.
Making music for people that I love and for people that are important in the community is really why I love making music and why I love performing in Northwest Ohio. So this event, if we weren't able to play at the festival, there was no chance that I was going to miss getting to play at this benefit.
So Dominique, what inspired this cleanup effort?
Well, Megan, organizers say they were motivated after seeing WTOL 11's recent coverage of the property and wanted to do what they do best: help clean up the neighborhood. For Alfonso Narvez, this wasn't just another cleanup project. It was a return to a place he knows well.
I grew up in this neighborhood, and I've seen it in better times.
The North Toledo Coalition director says after seeing the condition of the property, he knew he couldn't ignore it.
We seen a story a couple of days ago from you guys, and we thought, this is a perfect opportunity. This is what we're known for, is cleaning up the neighborhood. And when we noticed how bad it was, we knew we can get some volunteers.
This vacant property has frustrated neighbors for years. The city says it's a code red property with active nuisance orders and is being considered for demolition. Crews have boarded it up and cleaned it 8 times since September of 2024, while the owner owes nearly $50,000 in delinquent property taxes. But volunteers say they're focused on what they can do now.
So our goal is to hopefully clean it up and make it a little more welcoming. Obviously, it's a vacant building, but the more we can do, the better it is for the neighborhood. And we just want to restore a sense of pride back into the neighborhood.
Narvez says the work may seem simple, but the impact goes beyond a cleaner property. He believes neighbors stepping up can help create safer, stronger communities.
The things that we do are really simple. We cut grass, we pick up trash, and it has a big impact on the neighborhood. And what we've seen also is when we clean up the neighborhood, we see a drop in crime. We see a drop in blight overall.
For Wayne B., one of the volunteers, giving back starts with the neighborhood that helped raise him.
For me, since I grew up in the neighborhood and actually seeing where it came from, I just like to be a part of what's going on and something good for the community. North Toledo Coalition is something big to me, and I think we're doing great things for the community.
Dozens of family, friends, and neighbors walked together to honor 17-year-old Zayana Jackson on Saturday. Jackson was shot and killed at the Weiler homes earlier this week. Police say she was not the intended target. Organizers say the walk was about remembering her life and urging the community to help end the violence.
It's very important because oftentimes a lot of the youth, especially since I heard about Toledo and me coming to Toledo, there's been a lot of youth that has been getting killed, losing their life. So it's like, this is a great way to remember that life and just honor those children.
Zayana's father, Gregory Jackson, says the family is focusing on healing while continuing to seek justice.
We just want closure, peace, and justice for our daughter. That's what we want for our daughter. She's a loving angel. And like I said, I thank the community for everything you guys have done for us. We are going to stop the violence if we can, as one unit.
Loved ones say the loss has left an empty space, but the memories of who Zayana was continue to bring them together.
For the most part, she was a good girl. Okay, she went to school, she did what she had to do, she graduated. Her life speaks for herself.
Family says Zayana's legacy is what they'll carry with them the most.
We love her. She's not gone. She's with us in spirit. Again, we thank everybody. She was so lovable. If you knew her, you would love her. And even if y'all had a problem and y'all fell out, y'all get back together. Zayana was the one that kept all of the queens together.
1 year after losing her father, Mackenzie Beaupre says the grief hasn't gotten easier. It's simply become something her family learns to carry every day.
The past year has been extremely difficult. My dad was somebody that I could lean on for anything, or I'd want to share news with or need advice with. So that has been the hardest part, not having that anymore.
She says her dad, Scott Gaynor, was known for always helping others and putting family above everything else. A legacy, she says, continues to live on through the stories people still share.
My dad would give the shirt off his back for truly anybody, and he adored his family more than anything. We're a very close-knit family, and that's just very, very important to us.
Mackenzie says the support of family, friends, and the community has helped them get through the past year, while reminding others there is no deadline for dealing with the tragic loss.
I would say to give yourself grace. There's no timeline when it comes to grief, and to just always have just someone to lean on. I feel like that's very important when you're dealing with grief.
She also shared her disappointment with the sentence handed down to the driver involved in her father's death, saying she hoped the case would send a stronger message about accountability behind the wheel.
There's nothing that could have, in that courtroom, could have happened that could bring our dad back. I think the biggest thing is just some kind of accountability for the actions you make behind a wheel, being careless or being distracted. But we did want to see some sort of accountability for what has happened.
Mackenzie says they plan to keep celebrating her father's life through birthdays, family gatherings, and the memories they continue to share together. Reporting in Toledo, Dominique O'Neill, WTOL 11.